Hey everybody, and using the same background, so you know I'm doing it on the same day, you probably just saw a video where I talked about qualities of unhealthy relationships. And I summed it up by 7 different words that were included in all of my small groups and all of my classes of jealousy, selfishness, greed, ignorance, dishonesty, hate, and bitterness that can all act like a sledgehammer to the house that we're building in a relationship. But I also want to do a special note about infatuation, obsession, and love. Now, I'm not displaying my screen right now, but there's a bunch of stuff that I want you to take a look at. And I'm going to put the link to the Unhealthy Qualities webpage in the chat. In the comment section of the YouTube video. And I want you to go to that page and scroll down to the section that says infatuation, obsession, and love. I have some graphics I stole off the internet or borrowed, I guess. And I also have a graphic that I created that is really sloppily written. So I don't want to share it online right now. But it basically sums up and goes down like this. You are attracted to someone, whether it's a physical attraction, emotional attraction, an interest-based attraction. You're attracted to someone and you start to like them, right? And if you go slow then and you like them in a relationship, you want to have a relationship with them, you go slow, then that develops into new love. And that is a healthy, safe, normal relationship. On the other hand, you could fall head over heels for them. They're so beautiful. They're so hot. They're so whatever. They're so smart. We get along so great. I can't spend time without them. I'm thinking about them all the time. Well, that's infatuation. And infatuation sounds like a bad word, but it doesn't need to be. The problem is it usually is. So when does it not need to be bad? If you recognize that the new relationship that you're in that's moving so fast is this fast, superficial thing of excitement, so to speak, the honeymoon phase, and you recognize that as new love, then you can go and put on the brakes for a second. You can put a speed bump in the works and you can slow it down and be like, okay. Let's slow this down and really get to know each other and be able to deal with that accordingly. Okay. And be able to work with that. So again, healthy and safe, exciting. It's fun. It's like your heart skips a beat. It's that butterfly in your stomach's feeling. And when you go down the page and you read everything that I wrote about infatuation, obsession, and love, you'll be able to see a lot more about that. Plus, there's several articles that I will recommend and graphics that I will recommend in the comment section and detail section, I guess it will be, of this video for you to check out. But in any case, it doesn't have to be bad. The problem is most people don't realize it's infatuation. And the main difference between love and infatuation is that love is like a devotion that goes slow. You say, I love you to a person. You're in love with the person, right? It's strengthened by time. And you have this ongoing developing relationship. Infatuation, you kind of fell into it. It kind of came out of nowhere. It's exciting. And you love the idea of being in the relationship more than you love being in the relationship. And that's super important. It's weakened by time. And unfortunately, with love, your relationship oftentimes develops because of shared experiences, beliefs, attitudes, things that are happening that you're part of with your partner, and you get to go through life together. Whereas infatuation, you based it on the physical. It was based on the physical attraction. It was based on popularity. It was based in sometimes that you got too physical intimately, like sex and sexual activity first. And you're going and looking at it at a different way. So infatuation, love, and obsession. Now, again, new love, if you recognize that it's new love, then, it's not really infatuation. It's just new love and you let it develop from there. But if you don't recognize that it's infatuation, if it's head over heels, you're blinded by love. You're not really seeing what's happening. You're not really seeing what's going on. You're not really seeing how it is unhealthy relationship, then you're never really growing. Then all of a sudden, 2 things can happen. Either you realize you really don't have as much in common as you want to as you thought you did with the other person? And is it going to be the start of a breakup? Or, and this is the worst scenario, which happens more often, it changes to obsession. And then with obsession, you have this person that's with you, or you're the person that is trying to control the relationship. And that's an unhealthy relationship. And it can cause all sort of problems, including physical, verbal, emotional, in some cases sexual, but definitely dating and intimate partner relationship violence, where it's not good. And there's just nothing but problems. Jealousy comes out on the surface. You're trying to control and get things your way. You're trying to make them check in. You're trying to be their parent, not their partner. And these are all problems. And that's just something that you need to consider and recognize. So with that said, the next video I'm going to do is about dating violence and intimate partner violence. So hopefully you understand the connection where when infatuation leads to obsession, it could turn into dating violence. See you soon.